It's day 3, boys. Working on the Subi. Today we're gonna be hood stacking it finally. We're gonna get that out of the way so we don't have to worry about exhaust anymore. I have the downpipe that was on it with the rotated setup. I did have to modify this a lot to make it work with that turbo. But I'm gonna be cutting this downpipe up, and I'm only gonna be using this downpipe to make the hood stack. So this is what I have to work with. And I just got done setting up my new welder. I'm gonna be using flux core because I don't have any gas right now. So flux core weld it, and then I'm just gonna heat wrap it. So I mean, you're not gonna see the welds, and it's gonna hold good. I did get the hood scoop off too, so you guys can kind of see where my plan, what my plan is. I'd like for it to come out like right here somewhere, and then go right here. I built another hood stack similar to that on a buddy's car, and I really liked how it turned out. So I'm going to be trying to do the same thing on my car, which it's pretty tight, but I feel like I can make it work if I just do a sharp bend from here and then up, and then I got plenty of room right here. So yeah, I'm gonna start cutting up the downpipe and seeing what I have to work with, because this is all I have. I'm gonna build it out of 3-inch, so I got a good bend here that I can use. I got a little bend here I can use. Other than that, if I want to make another bend, I kind of have to pie cut it or whatever. So I'm gonna see if I can make it out of this. If not, then I'm gonna have to get some other material. But yeah, I'm gonna cut up some pieces in here to see what I can work with real quick, and then show you guys what I can come up with. Alright guys, so I have a rough mock-up of what it looks like. I really do not have a lot of space to work with. I gotta clear the intercooler piping, wastegate, and AC while only building it out of a downpipe. So I'm working with limited supplies, so it's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be kind of ugly, but it's gonna get exhaust wrapped, so I'll make it look nice underneath the exhaust wrap, grind it down and shit. But with just a downpipe and needing a lot more bends than one like major kind of bend on the downpipe, it's actually working pretty decent with what I have. So I'm gonna get some pie cuts cut out so I can fill the gaps, because some of the gaps here you can see pretty big. So yeah, it's what I have to work with. So I'm just gonna make some pie cuts out of the straight piece right here, and then fill it all in, and then throw a couple more tacks on there, make sure everything fits good and everything clears, and then I'll weld it up. Then we can get a cold start up, and then I'll maybe hit a little 2-step too, because it's open source tunes, so it's a little rowdy. So I'm gonna get back at it. So I have it mounted right now. Everything's tacked up pretty well. This is not the way it's gonna like end. I plan on cutting it pretty flush right here, so it's just kind of want to poke just a little bit above the hood, but this is just how it is right now. But I just made sure everything clears, everything's good. So I'm gonna get everything that's tacked up all welded up then. But it is looking good. I mean, it's ugly as hell. As you can see, all the pie cuts are now in. I did end up getting the wastegate moved down there. I'll show you guys that once I get the hood dump taken out again. But once I get this all taken out, I want to dent like this spot right here on the exhaust, and then right down here, just so I kind of stay away from it, because this motor is going to move obviously. So I need to have, there's room in between both spots right now, but I would like a little extra just so it's not hitting. So I'm going to get that welded up, get that dented, then I'll show you guys the finished product. So the hood dump is out, and I'll put you guys down here so you guys can see. So the wastegate is moved now. All I did is loosen it up and twist it just so it doesn't hit the ground. I want to keep it as long as possible, so it's as loud as possible, because when that screamer pipe opens up, man, it sounds good. That's one of my favorite things about the Subis is their screamer pipe just sounds so much different than any other car. And once you really get into boost, that thing just chatters like a motherfucker. Sounds so good. So alright, so the hood dump is all welded up now. As you can see, kind of trying to like shit, but it's whatever. It's good for what this car is gonna be. It's gonna look rowdy with this car, because this car is gonna be like just rowdy. But yeah, we're gonna get this mounted up, and then I'm gonna get the turbo blanket back on, and then I'm gonna figure out where I want to cut this, and then I'll cut it, and then we're done. And then we'll do a cold start. We'll clean up. She's all hooked up. She's bolted up. Turbo blanket is back in. Wideband is up. You know what that means? That means a cold start for the fucking boys. So I'm gonna prop you guys up right here. Let's do something like this right here. Gonna be since it's warm outside, but damn, look at the neighbor's whip right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but this thing does sound good. Yup, she's gonna be rowdy. I'll let her warm up for a little bit, and I'll hit a little two-step, see how it sounds, because I gotta know how it sounds too. So, you know what I mean? Oh, you guys hear that shit? Oh my fucking god, that is rowdy as hell. The cops are gonna get called. Let me fucking... Hey. Holy shit. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get fucking in trouble. Oh my god. That's rowdy as hell. That fits the build so perfect. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna chop it off. Whew. Got a little line mark right here. I'm just gonna chop it off, kind of how some ghetto chop off. I don't know, it's gonna look cool because it's not gonna be like a perfect hood stack. I mean, if I was building like a nice hood stack for someone or someone else or something else, I'd make it look like this. And this is for the Evo. So I do like my shit rowdy. This car has a Tomei though, so I'm not hoodstacking that. The Bug Eye is gonna be like a pristine build, clean, you know, 800 horsepower Subaru, you know, with some fat fucking tires on those nice stock wheels right there. This thing, on the other hand, slam shit box all the way. It's kind of a lot of work to hood stack the car with just the downpipe. This is really all I have left right here. A couple pieces right there. this little section right here. But man, that hood stack is fucking rowdy. I want to kind of cut it off so I can put the put the hood scoop back on for now, just so it doesn't rain in there. I'm gonna have to figure out some sort of plug, but I plan on getting like a flat plate that goes over it, so like a hood scoop delete, so that'll be kind of rowdy looking. But I'm gonna get that cut and I'm gonna show you guys like the finished product, but I want to do it kind of like a little teardrop kind of way. But we'll see how it turns out. Man, me and a grinder just get along so well. This thing turned out so good. Look at that shit. Nice teardrop like that. Perfect angle. She turned out good. Man, that's gonna look good too. Yes sir. Yes sir. All I gotta do is heat wrap it. When I get some heat wrap, and then get a nice flat plate, cut the hole in the flat plate, and then she's done with the hood. Man, that turned out good. Super stoked. And now, in the meantime, I can take my hood scoop and just drop it right on, just to keep it covered up. There we go. Hood scoop is on. Now you can't even see it. But anyways, I'm gonna take a crack at these rear arms. Alright, so we're gonna attempt to take off the arms, and they are not gonna be fun. I did take off this plastic cover just so I can for sure see how much clearance I have when I do camber it, just because I don't want to hit this right away. If this becomes an issue, then obviously the gas tank will become an issue because I'll be low, and then I'll end up just doing a fuel cell. I mean, a fuel cell is going to be something I'm going to be doing down the road either way. But yeah, I'm going to start cooking on this. I do have new brakes, rotors, pads, everything for this car. So when I am putting it back together, I'm going to be putting new ones on. They're actually from this car. I just put new ones on this car. But I'm going to convert this to 5x114, like a full STI drivetrain on the bug eye. So I'm just going to take all that brand new stuff off and put it on here. But yeah, I'm going to end up getting rid of front and rear sway bars too, because right now I'm maxing out both, and that's kind of stopping me from going lower. So yeah, let's get cracking. Sway bar's out. It's filthy as fuck down here. But anyways, that cleaned up a lot of room down here. So working down here is gonna be a lot easier for sure, like getting these arms off. And then I also got the evap shit all done. That's all tucked up, cut where it needs to be. And if you can see right here, the one bolt right here ended up breaking for the sway bar, but it's whatever. It's a static car. Shit's gonna break. I ended up getting off like these heat shields too, so they didn't rattle. I got some other shields down there that were down there, so those won't be an issue now. The lowest point of the car right now is the frame rails, which is good, and that U-frame up front. But I'm gonna end up probably taking off that U-frame, maybe, if it becomes an issue. Otherwise, I might just try and scrape through it. But anyways, now we're gonna be moving on to these arms, and man, they're gonna suck. You guys are gonna be right here firsthand with me to see if they either break or they come loose. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Sadly, I didn't end up getting all of them off, but I did break those bolts free. The G's bolt is moving on both sides, which is huge for me. That means it's not going to be a thing where I have to end up replacing the entire hub assembly. Because I've had buddies' cars that get the bolt stuck in the actual hub assembly, and then you have to replace the whole thing. I mean, they've tried to drill it out, but it's such a thick bolt that it's just too much. When you can pick up a hub assembly for $100 or something like that, even both sides. But tomorrow we're gonna pick up where we left off. We're gonna be getting all the arms out, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I soaked them again tonight, cleaned up everything, so everything's gonna be ready for tomorrow. So I'm excited. One step closer to driving this car. I mean, we could technically drive it, but it would drive like shit because the center diff is not welded. Once the rear arms are all done, or once those rear arms are off, then I'm gonna jack up the front of the car, get the car jacked up all the way, pull that center diff out while pulling the drive shaft and then shifter linkage. And then we pull out the drive shaft. After we pull out the drive shaft and all the shifter linkage, then we can pull out that center diff, tear it apart, and then weld it. And I do have to get gas for that because I'm not going to flux core weld it. I'd rather just MIG weld it with some nice gas. But this thing, she's coming along. So stay tuned for more though. Peace.